fight the power like BITCHUTE.
What's the status, 3?
I'm good, just making the world a better place, that's all.
Between earth and God, I'm a byproduct. I come from a family of hustlers. That byproduct, money is the root of all evil. But I'm still trying to find a large profit. It's a mirage, they live in a facade. I was smoking thigh and had a talk with God. She told me why she named me John. I author scriptures to shed light on the darker picture. If you my dog, I'm barking with you. Be feeling the star wisdom. My homie Chuck told me it was giants on earth before me. And chemtrails, we inhale, that's another story. Mercury is used to check temperature. The sun is the spirit sink in the earth. The moon is the portal, assuming you important. Set your turn. Mars is war, says the M turn. And change words, I'm in the game for change service. I'm about to disassemble a bomb, I ain't nervous.
Drake, Dragon, Draco, Draconian, land of the giants, ice wall, Patagonian, lexicon, word wizardry, speaking Babylonian, highways of the vortex, shooting out the fallopian, low vibrating light, king of the material, mark of the beast, nanotech, scanning serial, the mental dead, carried by 6 to your burial, the lights is out. No resurrection, broken power grid, no interconnection. The Grim Reaper, I'm so collecting. 6-shot, hollow tip, rubber grip, Smith & Wesson. Bitch, repent when God is in your presence. Your aura is weak, uproot your essence. I walk through darkness, highly illuminated. Eyes blazing with fire, with blades double serrated. Hunting down clowns I double hated. Hit so hard your jaw is elongated. Shatter egos like they was glass plated. This was long overdue, past dated. One shot deal, it is as is and no recreation. All praises due to my parents for making. Always appreciate and never abated. One.
The A is the M like the A is the E. Where earlier I said, hey, you know how somebody say, hey. It's AI. And that's the dream, like, don't people say, hey, I'm dreaming. Am I dreaming?
All right. Been looking for this freaking video. Now, all morning I've been looking, and people like using people's stuff, but they don't put the damn link. Now, this video I remember, it had Saint Christopher in it, and they were talking about free energy and about the colors Saint Christopher was wearing. And also, it had the motto of the flat earth. Just like this right here. This is from that video. And I can't find it. I forgot who created all of it. I know Bro Sanchez used it. I found something close to it, but it's not that video. And I'm pissed off because I want the exact video to play it. I played it here before, I just don't. Like, it just pisses me off that people don't put links in the fucking description.
Since the beginning.
So I guess I'll have to use this one for now. So, alright, I'm gonna switch to my laptop. Yesterday, I didn't even light off my fireworks. The little bit I had, because there were so many fucking fireworks going off. Sounded like Vietnam. Alright.
It gave us the circular model, the square. Since the beginning of the Flat Earth Awakening, there have been many attempts to model the motions of the heavens on top of flat projections. It gave us the circular model,
It seems I'm going to be playing games with this thing. Fuck bullshit. Video. one I want to share. Technical difficulties usual. Come on, buffing too much. All that buffing going on. Buffy the Vampire.
Flat Earth awakening. There have been many attempts to model the motions of the heavens on top of flat projections. It gave us the circular model, the square model, and other projections like the diamond. All have failed so far to make an accurate and verifiable model that shows what is actually going on up there. And other projections like the diamond. All have failed so far to make an accurate and verifiable model that shows what is actually going on up there. It is our research, modeling, and experiments that have made it very clear to us that all current models are wrong. The main reason for that is because they all start with the wrong premise that the tropics form the actual paths of a physical object like the sun or moon. Most flat earthers also have very little hands-on experience in astronomy and proper experiments, which led to an immense pile of incorrect assumptions and false claims regarding their model commitment and bias towards their current held beliefs. To show in a simple way that the sun, for example, is not a physical object, we have measured the disk size of the sun when it moved directly overhead. That result ended up in a 39.8-mile diameter sun. That is a very small object compared to the size of the Earth. If you use that size on any projection on dates like the equinoxes, when almost everybody has a sunrise at 90 degrees east, you will soon find out that most azimuth angles will never work with an object that close and small. If you take any flat projection and place the small sun on the equator on the equinox and place yourself at sunrise,
What's up, Three Fingers? No, the one, this ain't even the video, but I'm gonna find that guy's file. Go look. Just find it. Fucking shit play, you know? Jesus Christ. Yeah. Equality. Fucking trash, dude. Fucking trash, man. If anyone knows the name of that channel, he's got. But I think. We're gonna play. Getting terrible service. Probably a Miller fireworks video. Alright. Let's see.
There is no dark side in the moon, really. Matter of fact, it's all dark. The only thing that makes it look light is the sun.
I'm not frightened of dying at all. Because when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Why should I be frightened of dying? There's no reason for it. You've got to go sometime.
I don't know, I was really drunk at the time.
Yeah. I was into the right.
Yes, absolutely right.
I certainly was in the right.
Yeah, it's definitely the right. That geezer was cruising for a bruising.
If I participated, this was like an effort. I'm going to get more help. This is the end of it. Imagine. Oh. Right.
Look at it now.
Gotcha. I want to reach the stage in my life where I was convinced that the rest of life.
shit games videos. Michael Gregory says twat. Interesting. NATO stands for not another terroristic organization. It's just, you know, the same old shit. They say they're going to fight terrorism. The terrorist is telling NATO and the defense clause. I want to see what NATO is what is that called? NATO puts they could word it. That's the word I'm looking for. The right to do that gives them the fucking the power to cause. Yeah. How about when the U.S. commits war crimes? Are they held accountable? Shit. Oh, Russia belligerent. Oh, you know, who creates all this? The shot called. Right. Is this a computer? I hate ugly piece of shit, right? Oh, this ain't him. Oops. Hold on. Where's that ugly piece of shit? Man, I thought it was, what's his name? Zelensky, whatever the fuck his name is. Where is that clown? Where are you, Zelensky? Huh. You know, Russia. Same thing they did in Germany. They left the Middle East just like United States and their five. Russia. No. Not only protect people in Ukraine a long time, Zelensky got his first. There it is. Hi, I act Ukraine, but I'm Jewish. Is it raining out?
No, not yet. It's just really muggy.
Yeah. As I was saying, he plays Ukrainian, but he's really fucking Jewish. Hold up. So you mean to tell me this guy, Vladimir, what's Vladimir, man? You got Vladimir Zelensky and Vladimir Race. Poroshenko. Petro Poroshenko. My vote. And that the United States changes their leader every 4 years. And fucking this guy's been ruling for how long? I think that's why the U.S. is weak, because there's a change in leadership every 4 years, and that's what keeps a country going through ups and downs every 4 years. Alrighty. I switched over from my laptop. Probably won't be that long of a live stream. What the fuck? Well, I have yet to find that video, man. I have to find the video where this came from. I remember the Stairway to Heaven song. This was the first model anyone ever created that was on YouTube. When I look at this model, I think of you know, he showed them ice puck things going in circles. Which is pretty questionable. We wouldn't have theories and opinions if we were able to if we were truly free, we would have more answers to these questions we have. But considering we're free-range chickens, we're fucked. What up, JG? Oh, that's what I wanted to show, JG. I'm glad you came, Zach. I was watching this video of the skateboarder yesterday. He did this trick, and I said, bro, JG got to see this trick. Let me upload the video. Here it is. Ow! This kid's nice. I'll tell you that one. This kid is fucking nice. Let me take this picture off. Yeah, and this picture's for all the people that say, "Whoa, the Earth's a ball," because, you know, when you're down south, you see, yeah, it's because you're in a whole other part of the realm looking at the moon, so you see it upside down. Anyway, common sense has been burnt out of the mind. Check this shit out, JG.
There it is. What the fuck? There it is. What the fuck? There it is. What the fuck?
Who the fuck can do that, bro? That's skills. This cat did a flip and landed it on a whatever that's called. Whatever that trick was, he did that flip and landed on the skateboard like that. That takes skill. I never seen no one do that. Joy Division, who's that? It's funny when people make these models. Not one flat earther ever subscribed to this garbage right here. Cats put a fucking dinner plate in outer space. Flat Earth Society did this. No one belongs to the Flat Earth Society, but a society of earthers that are lost. They do this type of shit to try to clown fucking people, but they're only clowning themselves. Now this was the war in the ice wall. No, I'm joking. I don't know what movie this is from. Do. Now I was talking about how they were cutting ice sheets out with the lasers. I found this picture. No way in hell is this natural. Whether this is photoshopped or not, there's still pieces of square ice that they said's breaking off, and they showed video on the news one day, and it looked just like that. No way in hell does natural Mother Earth produce squares of sheet ice like this, that cut perfect. That's what they probably practice with their direct energy weapons, and they're cutting sheets of ice, and then they say, you know, like they always love to lie, they say it's global warming. Whenever I hear that, it's like, shut the fuck up. Global warming. Oh, that's the band that was playing in the video? Joy Division. This is every out-breath sends an initiatory astrological wave, a new creation or recreation of an old pattern or karmic record that will cycle around and return. Well, where's the evidence? This is a good picture to zoom in on. What's today? Friday, 10:30 a.m. People must be hung the fuck over. They got super drugged out last night, and they woke up like, ugh. I like how they got the purple hue coming out of the dome, or the soft spot in the back of the dome. A sick person breaks in the aura immunity, impaired due to unhealthy lifestyle, huge waste of psychic energy. And then the second one, a healthy person's even emanations with no defects, healthy lifestyle, good psychic energy potential. And now we're back to a sick person, uneven distribution of energy, fiery diseases, e.g. allegories, due to improper use of psychic energy. Really? Really? Now, here's this ice wall. Now, where is this ice wall? Where, this could be anywhere. Yep. He just picked anywhere. On that flat earth map, he circled an area. He just picks anywhere. Like, we'll say it's here. Look at that mirror there next to the guy. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who has the best human aura of them all? Chucky! I like that swastika. That gold one. That's pretty dope. Can't beat this. The caduceus with the chakras and a weed leaf. That's fucking awesome. Whoever created this, more props to you. I don't know what this one was, but I downloaded it anyway. Because it's odd. It has invisible angels of some sort. With an owl in the background. And there's the 4 colors the native tribe uses. In German. The hip bone's connected to the thigh bone. Look at in the bottom right, that guy's got a cup of wine. He's trying to get her intoxicated. What's up, faceplant? Boom. It's pretty cool, Ouroboros. With the red dragon. And in the middle, you got the serpent eye. Oops. Not that again. Yes, that again. Get some herb rolled up. Angels and angles, yeah. We were talking about that the other day, Faceplant. I said, it says around God there was 4 angels, even though different scriptures say different things. But I said, what if it meant around God there was angles, meaning God was in a box of some sort? Because the energy, it's like I showed yesterday. They broke off a piece of the firmament and put it inside of the Ark of the Covenant. I'll pull that picture up again. Huh. Makes me think about the 2 serpents going up on the caduceus being the DNA strands. Because the spine is probably loaded with programmed DNA. The spine is like a highway. Alright, I got that picture. Look at this picture. I was looking up Kundalini and the pineal gland, the third eye. This was there, the pine cone. Now look at this schnizzle. This is a pine cone split in half. Which the one on the right reminds me of the spine and the vertebrae coming off the side. What's better, that one or this one? I think this one. It's the same thing, but they changed the color. And this is the picture of the guy. I think he's Mesopotamian. And he has the pine cone in his hand. And it looks like he's putting it into his eye or his forehead, which could maybe symbolize the Kundalini. But he also has a watch on his hand. And I know people like to dance around that and say, oh, those are bracelets they wore. Okay, that's a possibility. So why do people accept one possibility and say it's factual, but then they don't want to accept the fact that that could have been a watch? That could have been anything of some sort of tech. I've seen bracelets that look just like that with brass or copper. I think it's technology. You know, how many pedals are on that bad boy? 3. It's 12 pedals. Just like a clockery. Now here's that picture of faceplant. As you can see, there's no Ark of the Covenant in the other one, right? But the left one where the gold is, you can see where they took out the piece of the Royal Arch and they put it into that Ark of the Covenant. So, and it also, like I said yesterday, I'm intrigued by this arch because it reminds me of a fuse that's been broken. Like I think that's symbolizing some sort of energy. When they broke that piece or took it off, excuse me, it somehow disconnected the energy or cut it off. Maybe that was the Dark Ages. These people could control the sun and moon and stars, probably turn them off. I don't know. It's just theory. I'm not saying that's factual. But what's up, Faceplant?
Hey. Yeah, like how's my mic?
Sounds good. We could hear you perfectly.
Yeah, like all that masonry symbolism with the 2 pillars and the checkerboard floor and that's like a plagiarism of the nature. You know what I mean? Like we've got nature and all the laws of nature, and the masonry puts a matrix over it, like a false overlay, like a screen, a veil in between us and our nature, and makes us follow the false thing that's based on nature, but it's a false, like the bastardized version of it. You know, I don't know if you know what I'm getting at.
Yeah. Sort of like I don't know what word I want to use. Bastardized. There's no father to its style.
Yeah, and it was stolen from the Moors. The Moors had the real, based on nature and natural law, an actual building, and the Masons stole it and plagiarized everything and used it to take over and put everything into the control system.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think in this picture they're revealing something to where they took something off of this, like resembles the firmament and all that, and the arrow is pointing at 6-9, so that would be what constellation? What constellation is the 6 and the 9? Isn't that
Gemini?
Gemini.
The twins?
So now, yeah,
I don't
they
know
took
anything
Gemini
about
out.
astrology, really.
But they took Gemini out and put it into the Ark of the Covenant, the twins. I'm gonna look deeper into that and see what Google has to say later on about this picture and why they took Gemini off the arch. Probably won't be able to find much, but I'll take a shot at it and see.
Chuck, you know, you had some, a while back, you had a really cool old illustration of a map. It was a map, I think, of the North Pole area. And it just struck me that it looked like a developing embryo. Like the single cell splits into two, and then it splits into four, and so on. And as it turns around, the lands come out from the center, is what it seems like. Like there's a series of rings, and as those lands are birthed, they turn and they expand outward, and there's more land coming out from the North Pole. That's the impression that I'm getting. You know what I mean? Like the land is actually a living organism. Is the land?
Yeah. I think there's a lot going on at the pole that they keep us away for a reason, and it ain't for our own good either. That's how I feel about it. And I would love to know what's going on there. I think there's all sorts of stuff going on there. You got the Aurora Borealis coming from the tree, the rock, whatever's still there. Shit, it could be nothing there. It could be underwater for all we know. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure there's a vortex of water where water's going down.
You know that story, The Smoky God?
Yeah, that book, yeah. I downloaded it.
Yeah, well, that guy and his dad, they sailed to the north area, and they got through, and they saw another sun. It was and that was the Smoky God, was the sun at the center. That lights everything. It's a different sun. And that and they went into that North Pole area and then met giants and stuff, and then they went into like a whirlpool type thing and ended up getting spit out in the Antarctic. And then after he made it back home and told his story, they put him in a mental institution and took away all his property.
That's wild. I'm gonna look for that map you're talking about. I haven't read that entire book, but what you just told me makes me want to read it. I'm gonna download it again, because I think I downloaded it and erased it. The Smoky God. I've heard about that book a lot. So that's where the Jehovah's Witnesses,
our son,
the Watchtower. You see it? It says on his grave, Watchtower Bible. And that's what the Jehovah's Witnesses call their book, the Watchtower.
Yeah, and Jehovah's Witnesses, that's Freemasonic too.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, the King James version of the Bible is totally Freemasonic.
Now,
it's like,
I was watching
it's like usurping the real God that created everything. I mean, you can see the creation, right? So there is a creation, so there must be a creator. Whatever it is. And
there's definitely creators, for sure.
You can see that the creation is an intelligent design. It's not random. It didn't happen by accident. One species didn't evolved species. Like what actually happened, I don't know. We can never know how it came about, like the chicken and the egg argument. You can just think about it forever and it'll literally drive you crazy and you never know the answer. But the evolution, the theory, the species evolution can give some people comfort to say that that's what happened, because they can't really know what happened, and it's like a circumstantial evidence that people can find comfort in, I guess.
Look at this face plant. I mean, look how beautiful that looks. And people, you know, will say that's naturally made. No way. I think at some point this was something, and then something happened, and it was all destroyed. But yeah, I don't ever think for a second that this could be naturally made. I mean, but it's still beautiful as ever.
Well, if it was made by, if it was fashioned, made, like you can make something, make stuff out of what's already being created, right? You can't, there's nothing, like it might have been built by intelligent beings, but the intelligent beings were created, and whatever material they're using was created, and they have to follow natural law in order to make something, right? You can't, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I wish you knew what map it was.
What we're doing today, it is kind of against nature, when the ancients, all the beautiful stuff they made was made with nature. That's why the old buildings last. Because they're made with nature. Like, you know how the Japanese houses look, how the roof looks like it's got that curve to it? Can you hear me?
Booted myself out. Was it this one, face plant? This map? This is a good map. If I could zoom in. This probably isn't it. But look at this guy found, man, in China. some technology in a stone. I believe that was some sort of computer thing. Just look at this. I mean,
Yeah,
those
any
things
technology is
look like
using
turbines.
using principles and laws of nature. You can't.
Yeah, that's very true. In the human body, between reverse engineering the human body, you know, like I think they reverse engineered like to get cameras. You know, what made them think to use mirrors, or how would they copy the eyeball? Like you would have to have microscopes and stuff to really and cut the eyeball a certain way, you know, and really look at every layer of the eye. I mean, that's sophisticated surgery to be able to figure out how the eyeball works, to reverse engineer all that stuff. Now, was it this map I showed you? I'm trying to, this ain't even a map, but
The one I remember that really struck me was black and white.
All right.
And it almost looked like the picture of an embryo. You know how it's curled in the fetal position?
Yeah.
And like how it would grow out from the center as it spins and the lands go outward, and there's more lands being birthed out from the center.
It's not the one I got in the background. Black and white. I'll find it. I have so many maps, it's ridiculous. Oh no. Jingle bells.
It's a little xylophone I bought at the dollar store.
Now check this map out I'm gonna pull up. I was digging through maps, and when I found this, I remember on London Man was showing the yellow brick road, and these chains of islands coming from South America up. They're not on any maps. None. Find me a map of today where these islands, these long, that's the yellow brick road. Those things probably connect to Hawaii and go all the way down to Antarctica. These chains of islands right here are not in any map. I just had to show that. But it's not this map, is it? No, this can't be it. And I know this can't be it either. This has no womb-like.
That kind of looks at, that kind of shows the principle I'm talking about. Like if you look in the middle, you can look, it looks like a swastika kind of, and you can imagine it if it spins around, then the lands start going out as it spins, and the water flowing out, and in at the same time, like apparently two of the rivers are inflowing and the other two are outflowing.
All right, but now I'm at the maps. I'll find it.
The one I remember was black and white.
Okay. Black and white. Let's see.
It might have been a couple, 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I remember I tried to come up, but the connection was crap.
I'm looking at a bunch of the maps now. I have so many freaking pictures for this cosmology assignment.
So imagine this, Chuck. Imagine running it in reverse, like say, running a video. Say have a video of yours being formed like that from the center. Now run it backwards. It would all like go collapse into the center. Like you got that center bit, and then the water around it, and the outer bit, the outer part, the lands we're on now, was the lands that used to be in the center like that. And then the lands beyond the ice wall, if it's really there, the outer ring was the ones before that. And as they grew out, they spread out in a circle as the new lands were coming out from the center. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's definitely a possibility. Sure. I think there's land coming out and more or less the water cycles. And I got so many pictures. I would have to go through them one by one again. But I got a couple right here.
You don't really have to, because this picture here kind of shows that principle too.
I got this. I know this has nothing to do with it, but I just like this concept of them showing the battery in the center of the pole, right? And that's like creating the sun and moon, the light.
So it's like the Earth is a living organism, and it has a consciousness.
It probably does. We could be inside of the creator's mind, which would be really dope. If we knew that, we would be powerful as ever.
That dream vision I had, if you want to call it that, it was like a mini download where I was up in the eyeball, like the eyeball. It was like a warm lizard's eyeball, a friendly, loving lizard. It sounds goofy, but that was just how I was feeling it, and I was part of it.
Was it this one?
No, it was black and white map. And it's like that lizard seemed like a reptilian eyes, like an amber color. And it was looking at me, but I was inside it somehow. And I just got the warm feel that I was surrounded by the protection of the creation.
Yeah, I like this. In the upper part of this moon, it looks like a belly button. or like an umbilical cord would hook up to it, way up at the top. It looks like an old realm was up there, where it used to be a North Pole up there, and now it's dead. And I also don't know about this pole shift, but this right here, Jay Dreamers showed me this, and when you look carefully, it literally has this map right here. This map is in this picture. They tried to cover it, but you could see it through it. And people would say that's Photoshop, but I went to the website, and it's there on the fucking website to this building. It's a capital somewhere.
And the thing about the moon having a cold light, it doesn't really produce light, but it takes light away. You know what I mean? Like an LED light doesn't really give you light. You know how it hurts your eyes to read under an LED light?
Yeah, it hurts to look at the phone too a long time. The same thing, right? Phones have LED.
Yeah, it's almost like it's taking the light out of your eyes and not putting the light in. And that's what the moon's doing. The moon, all the light that comes off of the earth is being recorded by the moon.
What's up, Boston Ray? Peace. And Agnostic Principles, Lucid, JG, what's up?
That the evolution theory saying that all life came from single-celled organism.
Right. What do you think about that?
It's based on reality. It's a false notion, but it's based on a natural principle that every one of us evolved from a single-celled organism into a full human being. Just like a giant tree comes from a single seed, a single-celled organism that divides, the cells divide and divide and divide, and it grows into a whole organism. So maybe that's what the earth is doing too. It's still growing. Like, to me, the creation is still being created when you see how worms and ants dig up the soil and bring the soil to the surface. Earth being born, you see those little tiny ant piles around where it looks like a little mound.
Can you hear that? Can anyone hear that? No?
Not really, no.
You can't hear no one saying disillusioned?
Nope.
No. Well, today's word is disillusion, and it's an adjective. It means disappointed in someone or something that one discovers to be less good than one had believed. Let's see.
Yeah, I was disillusioned with university. It wasn't what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, JG said, I should do that. A word every day. You do the definition. That's something nobody does. I want to do stuff people don't do. So I think, thanks to JG, I got the idea to have a word of the word of the day. And today is disillusion. So when you hear disillusioned, whenever you hear the word today, disillusioned, whoever's next to you, you got to slap them in the forehead. I'm joking. What show was that when they would have the word of the day, and if you heard it, you had to go, ah! That was, wasn't that? I'm thinking of Pee Wee Herman or that other guy. Oh, man, he had a morning show. He would have that little train that comes out. What the hell was the name of him? Not Roseanne.
Mr.
Roseanne.
Rogers?
Yeah, Mr. Rogers. Peace, Yolanda. Pee Wee Herman. I swear he had the word of the day. And when you would hear the word, you would have to go, you know, ah, yeah, it was Pee Wee Herman. Man, Pee Wee Herman, he had a real freaky deaky life outside of entertainment.
Yeah, apparently he got caught masturbating in a theater.
Yeah, he got excited. That's wild, man.
I think, what was his real name? Paul Rubens, I think.
I don't know, but I'm gonna. Paul Rubin. Say that backwards, you get RuPaul. Not Pee Wee Herman.
You know who's the real asshole now is that Sacha Baron Cohen, that Borat Ali G asshole. He's a Mossad agent.
Yeah, it is Paul Rubens. That's his real name. Yep. Did he die? I think he passed away. He just passed away a year ago. July 30th of 2023. He kind of looks like, what's that lady that got a TV show, that dyke lady, the one that dances,
Ellen DeGeneres?
Yeah, Paul Rubens looks like Ellen's fucking brother. I shit you not. I'm gonna pull this picture up. It looks like Ellen DeGeneres plays the role of Pee Wee Herman. Could have been
probably
humiliation ritual.
They're probably from the same
genetics.
Yeah. Like they're in the public, on the media. They're born, groomed, and bred, and trained to do their role.
There he is. There he is. Mr. Ruben Paulman, or Paul Rubin, or whatever the hell his name is.
So like the Big Bang.
The real Big Bang, I think, the real Big Bang is when a woman and man come together and create life. That's the real Big Bang. All that other stuff they talk about, what did the creator just go out its ass and just that was the Big Bang and it created all the fart dust?
Again, in the fake science, it's always based on real principles, so it resonates with your subconscious, like the Big Bang Theory. They keep pushing it over and over and over again. Nonsense, but it's based on the real thing that I think it is a sound. The creator created everything with sound, spoke it into existence, so to say. And that's what I keep saying, that the nature speaks to me, not in English words. It just, like sometimes I go and I just stare at the flowers of the yarrow plants that I have here. And I'm not thinking about anything. I'm just it's just speaking to me. I'm not hearing any words. It's speaking to my subconscious sort of thing. I'm just
If the forest could speak, the stories that it would tell, man.
So it does speak though.
Yeah, but not a language for the most part. Or just like animals, people say animals don't speak. Yeah, they do. We just don't understand them.
Like even if it's a matrix of sound, even if you're looking at a rock, it's speaking to you. It's giving you information.
Now back to these chains of islands here. I noticed this in the map the other day and I said, man, I never seen these chains of islands coming from South America up like that. Never. In any map of today, it don't exist. What are these islands and where did they go? Because under the ocean, London Man had this in his video. He was showing a yellow brick road and it was right around this area in the ocean. And I think I have an old map that has these islands. A different old map. Because Hawaii's right there. So maybe this is a ridge on top of a mountain peak or something that's under the ocean now. But if someone could find this chain of islands on today's map, let me know. Because I doubt it.
Well, it would be something that either sunk under the water or it's still there. It's just not on the map anymore. It's one of those Bermuda Triangle areas where if you take the flat land and if you take a picture of a flat map and bend it into a ball, you're gonna end up with triangular shaped areas that aren't on there, right? They're there in reality, but they're not on the
These maps have been changed so many times. Like imagine the islands that are hidden. Like next to Mexico, there's an area that's 10,000 islands. Imagine these rich people, right, that have nothing but money printing out of their ass what they could buy and do on these islands that, you know.
And Chuck, there's Bermuda Triangle areas on the land too. Like there's one in northern Ontario, just east of Manitoba. They call it a Bermuda Triangle area. It's called Lac Seul. It's around Pickle Lake, it's called. I worked out there. And like people get lost out there and they don't know. It's really weird. So it's one of those areas that's not on the map, but it's on the land. Look at the check out Northwest Angle. It's kind of a weird area in between Manitoba, Ontario, and the United States, where there's a lake of the woods. And it's weird. Check out Northwest Angle, Chuck.
All right. Look at where do you think this is, faceplant? This pyramid. What country you think this is in? They never talk about it, I tell you that one. It's in Russia. This thing is huge. What was it called? Northwest region?
Northwest angle. It's kind of a weird area. Like there aren't many people around there, and there's a chunk of land that's part of the states that's attached to Manitoba, but it's right at the border of Ontario. So it's like on Ontario, Manitoba, and the United States.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at the map now.
So and just north of there's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. And these UNESCO World Heritage Sites are just made to keep people out. Like if there's buildings out there way out in the woods or under a lake or something, the UNESCO World Heritage Site is formed to keep out of there.
So this is the Lake of the Woods in Minnesota that's showing the northwest angle is in Canada, in Minnesota. No, wait, that's Minnesota too? Minnesota's up there? I didn't know that. Interesting. Plus, there's so many states that are connected to these Great Lakes. So many of them. You got Minnesota. Where? Here? People say these waters are like oceans. Now, I don't know how real these feet are, but here's some pictures of Titans' feet, unless these were statues carved. Either or, you got a foot here. And this, they said, is in this is in Puerto Rico. They said this is a smokestack. For what? I don't know, but it looks old as ever. You could see the layer that was over chipped off. I mean, this thing's old. You know, it could be a leftover piece of something underground, or it could be leftover from a factory. But yeah, this is in Puerto Rico. Oh, because I was looking for old architecture on the islands down there. Because Cuba's littered with beautiful architecture. So is Mexico. Kukulkan. Huh. The majestic head of Kukulkan, situated at the base of the staircase of El Castillo pyramid. Chichen Itza. Chichen Itza. Now they're saying that come on, man, stop playing. You know where they said people were buried under ash from the volcano? Well, somebody was saying that it's a crock of shit, to where they were pouring this, you know? I don't know, whatever. Both plausible. They could have been faking the funk to make some money, as usual. Fake the funk. I got the 9 in the trunk. Now, if I can find a mushroom this big, shit, I would never stop tripping. I would go on an infinite loop of tripping. Then when people tell me, Chuck, you're tripping, they wouldn't be lying. They're saying that this was a real kitty cat in there. Dude, hold up. That's a person in there. Fuck a kitty cat. It looks like they were like kneeled and somehow the body just, it's in there. What do you think is in there? A baby? But there's a human head in there. You can see the spine. I thought for sure that it was a cat, but that ain't no damn cat. It could be, but I doubt it. It looks like a human spine. The spine's crooked too. Maybe it is a cat. I don't know. Like I said, I think that is a giant mushroom that's petrified. Yeah, man-eating cat. What's up, Naga? Good to see you come through, man. It's been a minute. We went on vacation. Now, as far as these mountains being titans, like this one, if it's not photoshopped, I think this is the one in Alaska. But no, the one in Alaska is a lady. Now, whether these are real or not, I don't know. But I would like to travel and go inside of one of these so-called mountains and see. Because I think a lot of these cave entrances, because I watch a lot of videos of people going into Earth and cave systems, and some of them, when they enter, they look man-made, and some catastrophe, happened, and they like caved everything in. Cave is short for cavern, but you know. Petrified penises. Look at that lady in the bottom right. She's happy as ever, boy. She's giving that shit a bear hug. She said to her husband, I don't need you no more. Now, as far, I don't know, man. They're trying to say that these other people they had astronaut suits on. Because they're carrying a box. Question A, what the fuck is the box for? And as far as going outer space, I don't believe it. Here's some more pictures of mountains that have faces. Uh-oh. Rain, rain, go away. It's been raining every fucking day, man. When did that statue exist? The one on the bottom left. The penis and Venus is the Gemini twins. Imagine that Joe Biden over them. That would be a great thing. That would be a celebration. He's a fucking scumbag. He's a bag of scum. fuck, dude. Fucker. Well, there we go, yo. Alright, I had to fix my 1962 air conditioner called the fan. Now, some of these faces could have been like Mount Rushmore. No, people don't speak on that. Like, they say all these are Titans. Well, maybe there was some Titans. I don't know. But there also was Mount Rushmore. So why couldn't these have been statues that were built? Shit, the one on the top right almost looks like it has an eyelash left. Huh. And you see these, come on, man. These, portals. I personally think these portals were nothing more than a two-way communication, like they have in New York City to Ireland. You know, I haven't seen any evidence or answers that are good enough for me to stop questioning. I've never seen anyone go into a portal, break down into little fragments, and then come out the other end and be put back together. Only in a movie that bullshit happens. This could have been technology from... So fucking warm. You know, there's no evidence out there of that ever happening. In 1520, while sailing around the world, Ferdinand Magellan discovered a naked giant who was singing and dancing on the shore. He also encountered a 10-foot tall giant from Patagonia and remarked that he was so tall that even the tallest member of his crew only reached his waist. Interesting. Here's more of these portals. More big giant TV screens. That's what I think they are. They kind of remind me of the boring machine when it comes out the other side. Kind of looks like that too, but like this. A big airplane engine. Yep. Good old technology, man. It's nothing new. These are temples in India, as it says here, but on the bottom looks like a generator, no? Right? I showed this picture. It says major fucking size. This cat's hugging a lion like a baby kitten. I think it's a crock of shit. As far as them making contact with aliens from this alleged outer space is nonsense. But Egyptians and whoever else lived on this realm definitely were traveling in what we call UFOs. It's a technology that probably they all traveled in. But they want to make up this story that they communicated with aliens from other planets to not give the ancestors the fucking credit they deserve. Because they were the ones who made all the technology. But instead, these stupid fucking white men, I'm joking, the stupid fucking people in education want us to give credit to aliens from another planet instead of the ancestors. Which to me is blasphemous. The ancestors are pissed. Aliens. It's a fucking joke. Paul Bunyan? Yeah. He had a bunion on his foot. Oh, I forgot. I screenshotted this. Because there's a bunch of alphabets on here from other languages that I want to use. It's like Chinese and other stuff. Look at this crystal, man, inside of a mountain. Now, this makes me wonder, when they go in these mountains, what did these crystals used to be? Either roots, they could have been the inside of a titan's organs. I don't know what the fuck they are. But when you come across crystals this big, I don't think they should be taken out. But I see energy, and Mother Earth needs this in place. But when they dig it up, they see dollar signs. These people would destroy Mother Earth for $1. Oh wait, they already have. They would probably kill their own mother for $1. Oh, look at the Ouroboros at the bottom right. These are clips from movies that use Devil's Tower. What time is it? 11:46? It's 11:46. Damn, what movie was that at the bottom left? And I remember seeing this thing on the bottom right. In some pictures, they were saying that's a craft that crashed. Yeah, okay. And the one on the top, that's supposed to be the entrance into the North Pole, which is a crock of shit too. A lot of crocks of shit with crocodiles. Now this is a dope picture somebody drew that was supposed to be the underground cities and stuff. Hyperborea. That's supposed to be. Show a few more pictures and then I'm out of here. Now look at this stone. You mean to tell me people were moving stones this big? Get the fuck out of here. No way. No way. Whatever this is, kilns. Because John Levi shows a lot of these kilns out west, which is pretty cool. But I don't think this is the US. I don't know where this is, but now some of these caves, like, it reminds me of going like in intestines or down the throat, you know, into a Titan's inner body. I mean, what else would create that? Not naturally. And these are supposed to be satellite pictures, right? I think they just took a picture of a donut and edited in all the other stuff. Or a magnet. Hollow Earth theory is supposed to be an entrance, allegedly, to their underground toilet bowl. And that's supposed to be that same picture I showed you with the entrance to the inner earth on the top, which is fucking a joke lie. Here's some more crock of poop. Yeah. Inner atmosphere. Yep. People just walk upside down like that, like they're shown in the diagram. Woohoo! I don't think this is real either. Could be, but I doubt it. Huh. And here they go right here, going inside the Titan's anal cavity. He's going to check for colon cancer. All around the world, and I'm fucking bored, man. The world is very boring. These are the last 10 I'm gonna show. So these are supposed to be more alleged pictures of the entrance. Now, this is supposed to be the North Pole, right? So what the hell are those markings? The red and blue, I think? Markings is 3. And they seem to be on a certain latitude line. I'm gonna have to look at the degrees of each line. One's 33. I can't see the other two. There we go. Somebody's grandfather's in here. Yep. I didn't really have much planned for today. I wasn't even gonna go live today, but something told me to. Now JG comes up. JG waits 6 hours to come up. You seen that video, JG, the one I showed? Do you think this trick is hard or what? Look.
There it is. What the fuck? There it is. What the fuck?
What do you think?
It's insane. That's insane.
Yeah.
It's hard.
I'm like, how did he land that, bro? That's fucking skills. He landed it perfect at that. That kid's gonna go places for sure.
Probably not.
What? Why you say that? Gatekeepers?
That's just it's a different world, man. That guy's like a hometown hero, you know? Like, can he have a professional career?
I don't know. I'm rooting for him. There's not much natural, like, Bro Sanchez played a video, and it's true. It's not about talent anymore. It's about the name. You know, like look at LeBron's son. To me, no disrespect to him, but he don't have skills. It's all about his name, and because it's LeBron James, he's gonna get in with no skills.
With skateboarding, it's kind of like a clique, you know. It's who you are and who you're cool with and how you are with everybody. It's kind of like political, you know. It's like a gang. That kid's gonna get all them views, but he, you know, he's you gotta be you gotta be groomed, you know. You gotta be marketable. You gotta be. Everybody's gotta, you know, fuck with you. It's a waste of time, in my opinion, trying to take that route.
And you got people like what's his name? Fucking the skateboard Adam 22. You know, gatekeepers like that they're old and they don't even skate no more, but they'll still stop young talent from coming in because I don't know. I see that a lot in sports. It's not even a sport anymore. It's a business. And all sports have been ruined. All of them. From skateboarding to baseball to you name it. NASCAR. It's all a business.
Keep it underground. Even like, but like even the skate community, it's very toxic. Like the mindset. Like people want to say, oh, you know, like oh, if you're cool, it's just insane, man. I don't even want to get that deep into it, but it's just it's like the Hunger Games. It's just like a retarded mindset, toxic mindset. People want to shut you down, psych you out.
My bad. I was fucking feeding my cat is starving for. Cats are always hungry. I've noticed. Doesn't matter how many times you feed them. They eat like they're never gonna eat again. Hold on 1 second. All right. What'd you do yesterday, man, for the 4th of July to celebrate the freedoms we never had?
I worked on this house, and then pulled out.
I got my fireworks that I bought, and I still didn't let them off. I fell asleep, but I could hear everyone else. This whole street was going nuts. Boom, 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 boom. That shit was shaking. Like, I think the people across the street go to China or something. They had real fireworks. Like, I could see the when they were blowing up in the sky, you could see the reflection off the window, the colors. So they had the official stuff. They didn't have that Jewish. I call them Jewish fireworks because they're cheap and they're from Walmart. These people get control of everything. They gotta have control of it all. You know, this fireworks is illegal. This is legal. It's like, dude, I thought we're a free country. How are we free if we can't even blow up fireworks, right? They got to restrict everything and control it all. Sick and tired of these Jewish people.
The anti-Semitism. I can't even say it. Anti-Semitism.
It's not just Jews. I mean, it's mostly them. But it's also
I really can't. I can't stand people that support Israel and stick up for Israel. And
yeah, they said October 7th, Israel pulled a 911 like Bush did. They're saying Israel pulled one to make it. They dressed in the same clothes that Hamas wears or whatever they're called. I don't even know. I pay no attention to any of that stuff. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the U.S. pulls something and blames Russia, because that's what they did in the Middle East. And people will fall for it because they don't even know how to do real investigating. But anyway, what does the investigating matter? Oh shit. What's up, Puma? What's up? This cat sticks to me like glue, man. Whenever you feed an animal, it's over. Even if it's a wild animal. If you feed a wild animal, it'll come back. I've noticed that. Even pigeons downtown, I'll be sitting there and they'll walk up to me. And it's like, I'm not who you think I am. Your buddy. Pigeons be the bravest birds, man. The 2012 Olympic opening show predicted what happened in 2020 in the world. Yeah, these people, it's like people say they have to tell the truth. No, they don't. They love lying. And then what they do is they love lying and they love rubbing the truth in people's faces. It's not because they have to. It's because they want to. Because they know nobody's going to do shit. They just rub it in. Because they know people are too dumb to fucking come together. And I hate saying it, but yeah. People are too dumb to realize who the real problem is. My roommate would be like, the TV said, my roommate roots for, my roommate said they should level Russia. And I'm like, do you hear yourself? That's what I tell my roommate. You're saying level Russia. What about the innocent people? Oh, fuck them. These are the mind state the TV puts people in. Wild shit, man. I didn't happen to catch the 2012 Olympics opening show, but I'm going to have to check it out now. I wonder what Kimba did. Bet you Kimba was letting off tons of fireworks. Shit, I should have celebrated the 4th of July all around the world. Because we got New Zealand, Sweden, well, we got New Zealand, then you got London, man, then you got Sweden. So I could have went around the world and kept celebrating fucking the 4th of July. It would be funny to, what are them things called? Roman candles. It would be funny to light one and the popo driving by with their windows down, accidentally shoot one into their car. That'd be hilarious. Oops, sorry. I should have played the video that was, I'll put it in the community post for people who want to see it. It's a video on this Mexican guy. Hold on. This Mexican guy who was basically sitting in his truck getting a little rest because he delivers stuff, and he knew English a little bit, and he had his license and everything. The cops roll up to him and order him to get out of his truck, right, for no reason, just because I wanted to play the video, but it's acting up, the fucking thing, and I'm not going to sit there and fight with it. But the cop was building a case off of assumptions and what ifs. This is the new police nowadays. They'll say, but what if this and what if that? But none of that never happened. But they'll build a case on you of, well, what if you did this and what if it was this and what if... It's wild, bro. This country's going to the shitter quick. When you got cops building off of what ifs and maybes, right? It's wild, man. So the sergeant told them that they can't arrest the guy. They were trying everything to come up with a charge because he was scared to get out of his truck because they were plainclothes cops. He thought he was being robbed. He didn't know. But the cops can't just roll up to your car and order you out of it. But the sergeant said to leave it alone, but the cops kept muting their thing and trying to come up with ways to charge the man for nothing, just because their egos got shattered by the sergeant who told them to let him go, but they just couldn't let it go. They had to find something to charge the man with and ruin his life. Like, that's why I hate police, man. I hate them. I just hope they all get stomped out. What's up, Hurricane JW? I wanted to play that video bad, man. It's on James Freeman's channel, or James Freeman. He does a lot of boots to the ground work, and he has some lawsuits going on. And he said the lawsuits ain't about the money. He's showing people that even when you lose in court, it's a win because you're revealing the corruption. He knows he's going to lose, but he's still going to sue the judge. What's up, Naga?
Salute, bro. What's going on, man?
Not much. I said in one of my rhymes. I don't remember how I put it, but I know I said something like, I was talking about robbing someone and with my finger on the trigger, and everybody's faces look stunned like they said the word nigga, right? Anyway, I don't see what the big deal is, man, when a white person says nigga, right? There's no ER on it. And number two, I've spoken to so many people from New York and Mass and Connecticut. It's not a big deal over here because we grew up with each other. But if you go anywhere else, it's such a big deal, man. Like, it's mind blowing.
The
Like if
sad
you go
truth
down,
about it, I was watching a video. It was a guy from here, from the States, went to London, and he was interviewing, black people from London. And, I ain't gonna lie, the conversation kind of come up that, black folks, elsewhere shouldn't have the right to say the word nigger because it's only apply, to the blacks in America struggle.
that ain't true. Because
Yeah,
the
well,
word nigga comes from the word naga, like you have. And
yeah,
even Charleston White says we're niggas, right? He says it about so-called black people. He says we're niggas, and there's nothing wrong with the word. Charleston White tried to explain it. He said we called each other niggas before the so-called white man put the ER on it or anything. They called each other, like, I think it does come from the word naga. But
it do come from the word Naga because we descended from the Mayans. When the Europeans came here, they couldn't say Naga, they said niggers. They couldn't pronounce it the way we pronounce it. Because it was foreign to them and it was weird. The accent, the rhythm was weird, so they weren't familiar with it yet. But yeah, that's what we are. We are Naga Mayans. We are descended from the Nagas, from the Mayans, the Inca, the Aztecs. There's 5 kingdoms that was here. I think it was 7.
I'm going to post a link, Hurricane JW, real quick to that video so you could check it out. All right, here it is. Pink.
But yeah,
Yeah,
I think the celebrating 4th of July in itself is a revolution. It's a revolutionary act. Celebrating the 4th of July because this is when they assemble our royalty. Any royalty that we had on the land. This is when they finally disassemble it. And fully and had us integrate. Well, not all of us at that time, but that's when we start integrating. With that system. So
wow.
yeah, so that in itself is a revolutionary act. All these holidays, we celebrate and have something to do with the original people. It has something to do with the massacre. A large group of indigenous people from the land. Christmas and all that, Halloween and all that.
I didn't know I was unmuted, but I was watching a clip of the video waiting to get the link. And the cop was like, he told the Mexican dude to not talk over him. He said, obviously your mother didn't raise you right. I was like, damn, yo, these cops got balls until they get their jaw broke. And then he's telling them, what do you do when the cops tell you to do something? You do what the fuck we tell you. Like, damn, like you're supposed to drop. If the cop says roll on the ground, you're supposed to do it. He says, we're the police. You do what we tell you. Man, these cops need an ass whooping, man. That's how I see it. They think they're fucking above everybody when they work for us. They need a rude awakening.
That's what it seems like, but in fact, they're more organized than anybody, because they're going to support each other.
They're a gang for sure. The thin blue line.
They say all the time, a well-organized lies defeat, unorganized truth.
I dropped the link, Hurricane JW. It's in the chat. That's what that link is. is to the video on James Freeman's channel. I always leave stuff in the comments, but it's come to a point where they don't even give me a thumbs up or anything no more. They just let my comment be. You know, and that's what I mean. Like, it's probably because they have slipped into my channel and watched what I have to say, and because he's all about following the law and doing things by law. But then he admits, James Freeman will admit, I got no problems with James Freeman. I'm not trying to down him, I'm just saying, I don't even know the guy, but I respect him for his work and him as a man and what he stands for. But he fucking will turn around and say law is corrupted and it won't work, right? It's so corrupted that even if we try to sue or put these people in jail, it's not going to work because of the corruption. So then people that say, fuck it, we got to do what we got to do, fuck the law, they don't like. So if we can't win by doing it by law, what else are we left to do, man? Just sit back and just get fucked? You know, it's like, you got to do something. And I know a lot of people say start with yourself, and I respect that because it's right. But not everyone's a warrior in that aspect of actually standing up and doing something about it. So I am.
Well, you will not survive in the water without a suit, can you?
Yeah.
You can't survive in the water without a suit and without oxygen, without an oxygen tank, right? It's the same thing with the Matrix. How can you survive in the Matrix without a set of code? What set of code that you follow? What is your moral code? We talk about get on code all the time. We gotta get in code. We gotta get on code. What is the code?
I have no clue. I know the code I live by is to treat people the way you want to be treated and put out the same energy you want back. I try to show everyone respect. That's the main thing. I don't care about labels. You know, I'm German, or I'm Polish, or I'm this and I'm that. At the end of the day, a person, an individual, is based more than on I'm German and I'm white. There's so much more to a person than those labels. Got to get to know the person. But in this reality or this system, a lot of people base people on labels, and that's bullshit. Well, you're a leftist. I can't fuck with you. You didn't even get to know the person yet, and you're basing them off them supporting the left, like a Democrat or something. But I don't know. I know one thing. I set myself free from all these prisons I built within myself, and I'm free to that point. But as far as being free from this corrupted system, that's one prison I haven't been able to. I don't know if I want to escape it or just be able to maneuver through it. That's where I'm at. I don't know.
There is nothing free in this world. That's a literal statement. There is nothing free.
Not even the air we breathe is free anymore.
Yeah, there is nothing free in this world. So if you seek to be free, you're seeking your way out of this world. And people love this world so much they ain't willing to to live without it. They ain't see no life without it. You can't easily go leave out this world and create your own world. Literally, you could do that, but you worry about being called primitive. You're worrying about being called undeveloped, not modernized, uncivilized. That's the only thing stopping us. So you can't be free being in this world. Yeah, man. Everything is for the taking. Everything is for the taking. Let me see what they say in the comment. The
Man,
only solution is revolution. You got it.
we need a revolution for sure.
No, man. The solution is not revolution, man. The only solution is what we're doing right now is revealing. Is the act of revealing. Revelation. This is our only solution. Is revelation. We have to uncover everything that was covered. You know, they talk about the age of discovery, exploration, but it was really the age of recovery, of covering. The truth is being hidden in plain sight.
As
There,
always,
there is a veil over the truth. So we need to unveil in the truth. And that's what we're
um,
doing. That's the only solution, man. Is to do what we're doing, is to keep going, bro.
I want to show this video to people who think, you know, these people have eyes on everything. The police. This is from the New Haven Police Department, and I think the name of this guy interviewing his channel is BBC, which I think's hilarious. But check it out.
The city we have the traffic cameras that we have now can read license plates and they can track the car with each camera. We have a bunch of cameras in the city on the major intersections, and every single street leading into the city has these cameras on them and they read the license plates. So you're not gonna enter or leave the city without us knowing about it. So with that type of technology, realistically, I don't see that policy as a negative thing.
I mean, of course, why not? You gotta keep your eyes on the thing that you are hiding, right? Because you
Yeah,
want to
but
make sure that nobody find them but you.
that's part of the Patriot Act. They used the terrorists used the incident they created to get more laws implemented, which is you have no privacy on the cell phones. The cell phones sold to us, they look at everything, man, from your emails, they listen to you, and then now the cameras that are everywhere, they're scanning license plate. You can't do anything without them in our business, but we're a free country. What freedom did people celebrate yesterday?
It's
The
the other
illusion
way.
of freedom? It's an illusion, man.
It's the other way around. We can't do anything without being in their business. That's why they keep looking. You know, when you get pulled over, if you keep looking somewhere in the car, they're gonna ask you, why are you looking over there? Do you have anything illegal in there? They wanna know. No, they wanna know what you got in there. They wanna see. Because you kept looking over there, that means you got something to hide over there. And that's what they're doing. Everywhere they keep looking, they keep making sure that they have it secure. It's because it's something they are hidden right there. It's something that mean a lot to them right there. And they gotta keep our eyes on it. It's reverse psychology. They use it on us all the time. So you should be able to see it when it's being played out in front of you. I'm telling you, man, this is the age of revealing, bro. Everything that happened in the dark is coming out to the light. And you should notice by now that you are the light, shining on everything. Weed is not a drug.
Somebody, I don't know what species traders says. How's that going for you? I don't know what that has to do with, but
Yeah, I don't know what that refers to.
I that's just how I was raised, man. And it's not just about being raised. That's how I see things, and how I is to rebel against these clowns. But if people can't come together and all that, whatever, I'm still going to be free. You know, as far as they're not telling Chuck what to do, but they still have a hold of me because I have to buy their food for now, and I gotta pay my fucking rent, gas, and light bill and all that stuff. But as soon as I learn enough to live in the woods, I'm gonna leave all this behind and spend the rest of my life truly free. And if they want war, bring it.
That's how you control. That's how you control animals' behavior. Is with the food. Is how you feed the animals. You starve the animal for 3 days. When you're ready to, to feed it, it's ready to listen to, to do anything you want it to do to get that food. Because the animal is now in survival mode. Now the animal is worried about preserving its life than anything else, than being aggressive, than being, mean or being a rebel. Anything is the least but survival. And that's what happened to us. This is why before we do anything, we think about survival mode. How are we going to survive without this? How are we going to survive without that? They know it. That's why they play on it. Because they're trying to control you. They're trying to control your behavior. It's simple, man. It's not rocket science. It's simple. We do it all the time. That's why I tell people, man, if you ever think about creating an independent system, you have to start with food, clothing, and shelter first. Food, clothing, and shelter are the main three that you need to start with. You need to find a way to sustain yourself, with your own food, build your own house, and get your own clothing. Without you doing that, you're going to fall under some type of control regardless. And ain't nobody willing to do that. You know what I'm saying? This shit is not hard, man. It's not hard to provide your own food, clothing, and shelter. It's not hard. This is basic when it comes to living, for real. But like I said, nobody think about that. We know that we know these are the main three causes. The main three reasons why we cannot live the system we hate so much, but yet we refuse to work on these three. But yeah, man, ain't nobody, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody ready to leave the system, to divorce the system. We could talk about it, but we ain't ready to face that truth. to really abandon the system. We ain't ready to do that as a whole.
Man, I can't find this video for the life of me, man. I tried everything. The original user of this model right here that I play in the beginning of the video sometimes. This video comes from, I remember the guy talked about Saint Christopher, but the only reason that was brought up because he was talking about free energy, and he was saying the colors these people wear in pictures and all that. But I gotta find the original video. All these people are using it, the original video, but they're not giving the guy credit. They don't put his link out there or anything, man. It's a joke. It's fucked up, man. I think I might have found it though, right now. I hope so. Here we go. So this guy took his stuff and is using it too. No link in the fucking description. These people are something else. 12 videos I must have went through, and none of them shared a link to the original footage. Interesting. I'm gonna jump off here in like 10 minutes. Hey, what's this? Is this Buddha?
All these complication about free energy. I think I'm gonna build the most easiest free energy generator, so people know, on see that it don't have to be complicated. If you're not making your own part, if you're not building your own parts from scratch, it's easy, to build you a free energy generator, because the parts is already here. We have so many parts we can put together. Is the way that the thing being built. That's what make the energy free, or that's what make the energy, limited. We talk about reverse psychology all the time, reverse thing all the time. We never think about reversing, the structure of a lot of devices they gave us. How we, if we get into reversing, we'll find out, a lot of different combination of the devices that we already have can give us free energy. So I'm gonna do that. I think, I said I was gonna do it a long time. I never did it, but I think I'm gonna take it serious. Just to show people, producing free energy don't have to be complicated. You can start with what you already have. Like, with simple, with a car battery, a car alternator, right? A car not even a car, even like a 12 volt motor, right? A step up transformer, step up, step down transformer. It's easy, man, to do that. You could take 12 volt electricity and turn it into 110, 220 easy with a step down transformer. So it's not that hard, man, to build, a free energy. You just have to know what parts to use. Like I said, if you're not going to build your parts from scratch.
Damn, I gotta find that video. I'm gonna find it today. I remember when I first seen the video, I think Bro Sanchez showed it, and they were talking about free energy, and then the guy, or no, I think it was before that. It was a video that was playing Stairway to Heaven. I'll never forget it. And the guy created his own computer-generated video of the flat Earth realm, and I thought it was brilliant. It looked like a timepiece, like a clock. It looked like the picture when the guy's peeking his head out and he sees all the mechanical things. That's how it was kind of designed. And then the guy talked about, I remember St. Christopher, and he's talking about Mercury and Mercury or red Mercury, fucking gold.
To me, nobody can produce the Earth model, because nobody can recreate dark matter. If you can't recreate dark matter, you can't create a model for the Earth, because
Well, how are you going to create a model when we haven't traveled everywhere? That's another problem I have. Like all these models are theories until people really know what the firmament is, and if there is one and we travel outside of where we can't go, there's no drawing a model,
Yeah, people haven't even defined what dark matter really is. So we know for a fact they can't recreate that. If you can't recreate dark matter, you for sure can't create an Earth model. Because you have to create dark matter first, and then duplicate create the Earth model inside of the dark matter. That's what I'm looking at it.
But yeah, let me jump off here. I gotta go do a bunch of stuff. I might go live later. Are you going? When's the last time you went live, Naga? Because I know I have the bell on.
Shit,
You haven't gone live in a while.
Yeah, I haven't went live probably over a month.
Damn. Sometimes you need that time, though.
Yeah,
I gotta try to take me a vacation from this and just ignore everything for a good week.
Yeah, man. I try to balance this social media thing out. I ain't trying to get caught up in real life thing or social media thing. I kind of want to balance both of them out.
Start coming up with more and more solutions. That's what I'm gonna speak on next time. Is solutions.
That's the thing that nobody wants. Everybody want to talk about the problem. Nobody want to talk about the solution, because every problem come with a solution, but we refuse to look at the problem instead of looking at what the solution is. But we
know what the problem is. It's just now it's time for solutions. I'm sick and tired myself, of speaking on the problem. We all know what the problems are, and the next part is unity. But I've scratched that and realized all I got to do is look around, and there's people that feel the same way I do. Not everyone, but a good amount. You got to look around and find people that, you know, are also looking around instead of trying to get everyone to unify, because that's where distractions come in. And because I've tried it to get people to come together,
Yeah,
and it's a tough
unity.
situation.
Unity is not the solution, man. Unity is a part of the problem. We all trying to unite when there is nothing uh on earth that's unite. The animals is not, the bird is not, you know, the bugs, the fish is not. They all divided, man. It's a variety of fishes, a variety of birds, a variety of
Would you
lions.
say a turtle and a shark is divided?
Yeah, they're divided.
Because I seen a video of a shark. This is a real video. A fucking great white shark had a turtle in its mouth. They could have just closed its jaws and popped that turtle like a zit. Because I've seen a gator do it. I mean, yeah. So it was pushing the turtle up to the boat, and then the shark got the turtle on the boat because the turtle was losing its life. It had something wrapped around its neck, this like fishing rope, and it was losing breath. And the fucking shark pushed the turtle to the boat for help. That's wild shit, bro. Wild shit.
Look, division is just another word for uniqueness. That's what it is. If we was looking at, division like we look at being unique, we would think about division, differently. That's all it is. Division is being unique. Without division, there is no uniqueness, right? So division is not a bad thing. It's not, a part of the solution. We can't focus on division or unity. We have to focus on the thing that we all depend on to survive, such as food, clothing, and shelter. Everybody need that. That's something that cannot go, you know, untouched, unseen, untalked about. That's that right there. We all gotta agree on food, clothing, and shelter, regardless. The animals agree on that. If you don't respect, the animals' food, you playing with your life. You don't respect the home, where they lay their head at, you know, you playing with your life now. Your life is in
I'm,
danger.
I'm ready to die for my so-called freedom. Let's say Hurricane JW said, and the reason why, because if I don't fight and stand my ground for me, um, I'm gonna die anyway, right? And I would rather be dead than live in the world they want to live in. I'd rather fight, trying to get away or remain free for self, because living in the world they want is psychotic, bro. They want to watch everything we do, know everything we do. Like, if that ain't a prison, that's the ultimate prison.
Well, man, I would
We got
never, I would never say I'd rather be dead. Then
tomorrow.
what
We're
if
gonna
you
talk
realize
about this.
what if you realize, the only reason why you're feeling the way you're feeling, you in the situation you're in is because you're already dead. Would you say then you'd rather be dead, than do something different? We only think of, rather die because we don't think that we already dead. We don't think we're the walking dead. But if you really look at it, even in the eyes of the law, we're literally dead by law. We dead. Black people.
What? What was I gonna say? Tomorrow I want to talk about, is it the system or no? Can we have a? Do we need to get rid of the system, or do we need to get rid of the people that are running the system? But we'll talk about that tomorrow. I gotta go. I gotta jump off. And thank you, Naga, for coming up. It's good to see you come through. And Faceplant and JG. Appreciate you guys. Peace to the chat.
Yeah, man, I tried to hop in before you shut it down. I figured you was gonna shut it down, so I tried to hop in right quick. But yeah, salute to you, bro. Respect everybody in the chat. Till next time.
Yeah, if you go live later, Naga, I'll come through. Like, you know.
Alrighty.
If not, I'll see everyone next time. And I appreciate you all. Have a great day. And yeah, tomorrow we're going to talk more about this topic, man. Peace, he who enlightens. Because I want to know what people think on that. Do we need to rid the whole system? Or can we still have the system and rid the people that are running it? I'm out. Peace in the groove. Hurricane JW. Peace to the whole chat. Lucid, I'm out.